Good evening, action and video fans. This is the General coming back at you with another update on G.I. Joe Repro recarding, or in this case, who's up next. Because as much as I've loved to and I've kept you in on a bunch of the other custom projects, planes and things like that, I'm going to keep you in the loop on who's coming next. And without further delay, we got some really cool characters on the way. So let us start with a preview of who's coming soon to the recards. We got Lifeline. Yes, the G.I. Joe medic, at least one of them. There was Doc, but there was also Lifeline. So here he is, G186 Lifeline. Knifeline. Hey, that'll be a new guy. I just made up a guy's name. There we go. Yeah, Lifeline. He's coming. Throw us a lifeline. Lifeline. So the next, I'll probably do G.I. Joes for you all first and then do the Cobras. But I'll save one of them for last. I usually do them in batches of 10. Oh yeah, here's the mask. And they're all complete. The next guy obviously needs no introduction as well. I just couldn't resist doing them this round, or going to do them this round. And our dear friend, and was a G.I. Joe movie star in 86 Roadblock. And again, pretty decent, awesome shape. Another one, fan favorite. She was in the movie. Unfortunately, I think her character died in the first movie. But we have a very popular female vehicle driver in Covergirl. That's right, she's getting done next. And again, with this newfound women in power and such like that, we should be looking forward to as much of the female characters coming out into the forefront. And not that they weren't quite present before in the original line, but, you know, it's all about them G.I. Janes that can kick ass too. We have next wetsuit. Oh yeah, scuba diver, Navy SEAL wetsuit. And again, complete. Awesome to find them complete. Really good paint. I've seen so much lesser versions of wetsuit. In that really bad shape, but this one's really good. Complete. Sort of trouble. And again, so far everybody in here is complete. No repro or anything in these. But you know, some of the more common things to find missing in wetsuit are the lines for his mask and things like that. So here we go, wetsuit. And he's in a... I have him in a case right now that says mainframe, because mainframe was, you know, our mainframe was initially in there, but I needed a case for wetsuit. So as you can see, wetsuit comes with a lot of accessories. So good to have something for that. Anyways, moving on. So who else do we have next? Fish in my bag. Have we moved on to the Cobras yet? Okay, I'm gonna save one, like the best one I think for last. G.I. Joe character, and it is a Joe, so that's why only 4 Joes. But we got 5 Cobras. Okay, so 2 right off the bat are quite well known in the Cobra ranks. In the Tele-viper. The Tele-viper, he's getting done. Yes, Tele-viper's getting done. And what's that? Oh, not just one Tele-viper, but another. Another Tele-viper. 2 Tele-vipers. These guys got some hoses in them. And for the most part, decent, awesome shape for these. This one guy here sitting down, he's a little loose, but, you know, maybe no ring replacement, we'll see. But otherwise, the paint and everything, good shape. that aside. Oh yeah, off to the side, from the previous video recording, I actually have Footloose. I have 2 Footloose. I didn't say that I had 2, but I actually have 2. I have a card for him. Just didn't recard him in for the last video, but here he is, another Footloose. Just need to recard him, and I got 2 Footloose. Another custom card that's going to get done for Copperhead, the water moccasin driver Copperhead. And again, this one, not too bad shape. A little bit of, a little bit of sun damage, light exposure going on in the chest. A little bit of, just a little bit of paint wear here and there. And again, these toys are getting old, so trying to keep them in good shape out of the vast junkyards of it all is something. But I'm not sure whether they're going to touch him up or not, or just leave him the way he is. We'll see. But anyways, Copperhead, here he is. And another fan favorite, and again, definitely a creative part on the creative team of G.I. Joe and Larry Hama and all those guys that I guess came up with all these guys. And a very fan favorite. Again, he would have been a shell former back in the day, and because I remember seeing tons of them back in the day. The Croc Master, but a fan favorite nonetheless. And it was cool. Like, I mean, the whole concept of training, trying to train people to have crocodiles as pets. And you could imagine having this, a crocodile as a pet. For one, well, let's say his brain's about the size of a walnut, so he's pretty much a predatory creature. And training him to be as a pet would be crazy. But it's pretty obvious why the Croc Master would be useful to Cobra, because I could imagine a very unlucky G.I. Joe that got captured by the Cobras probably got introduced to the Croc Master's pet crocodiles. So there we have it. He's complete. One of the hardest parts to find, even though he's a common figure and was a shell former back in the day to some extent. One of the most notorious, never hardly find it secondhand, is the hose. So watch out for that, folks. And finally, on the Cobra side of things, we have Dr.Mindbender. Oh, and there goes his hose. Dr.Mindbender. And again, the mastermind, or at least, well, not quite the mastermind, but, the man who initiated the plans to, bring our oh-so-favorite Cobra Emperor character, Serpentor, to the table. And here he is, Dr. Mindbender, really good shape. Had to do a little bit of touch-up on the boots, just modest touch-up on the boots, make them all nice and shiny again. Same with the silver and all that. That was kind of faded. I put that all back into looking great again, and it looks like silver, every part that should be silver. But overall, awesome shape. One sort of little flaw is the Cobra symbol on him is long gone, so I don't know if I get a symbol for him or get a cape or a replacement cape. We'll see. I probably just might use this. And again, recarded. You're not going to really see the back of him too much. So either way, Dr. Mindbender, take you for a mind zender. And finally, last one. I think I've saved the best for last. And again, I think many can agree is a very popular character. This is the 3rd rendition of this character, but a very, 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 very popular one nonetheless. Snake Eyes version 3. Here we have the Ninja Snake Eyes. And again, very, very, very awesome to find him in great shape. And what can I say? Got this whole price tag stuff on here. But anyways, what can we say? Snake Eyes. Let's bust him out and see what he's like. Wow, look at that. Look at the shape on that. Really good paint. It's like he was just opened. Like, again, a lot of the time this paint's all messed up. The silver's all gone, or it's really scratchy. Not with this one. This one is literally like it was just opened. And as such, or whatever, he's going to be a awesome piece to look at and look at again. Awesome character. Again, he's probably the least popular of the 3 Snake Eyes. Just to give you a quick little back, you had the first 82 Snake Eyes, straight arm. Then you had the 83. Both versions are iconic. No doubt, you know who Snake Eyes is. The next version, obviously, is the 85, which is also very, very, very popular as well. And it's the one with Timber, and it comes with the wolf and everything else, and very much the version of Snake Eyes that we saw most, I would say, on the show. And so, and then there's version 3, and this is what we have here. What can you say? Awesome character. Uh, I think he was a cool version of the character. Some people back in the day probably questioned the accessories and the usage of that, and probably even in that they kind of preferred the older style, which is fine. I do too for the most part. But this still isn't the worst version of the character ever made. They've certainly obviously done some quite lesser versions of him that way. The 90s Snake Eyes, that's all about blue, gray, and red, is probably the least popular. Although he's kind of making a bit of a comeback a little bit. I had him back in the day, but he's the 90s Snake Eyes is coming back a little bit. But he's probably the least popular of them all. But anyways, it is what it is. Here we go. Version 3, still not bad anyway to have. It's all about them key characters and key guys and guys that you know. And Snake Eyes, well, you can't really explore the G.I. Joe world without running into him at some point. So there we are, folks, the preview of what's to come in the next round. So hopefully, we'll be getting that done, and we'll be getting that done soon. The cards take a little bit of time to make, up to a month potentially, if you're only getting a few. So, stay tuned for those. I look forward to adding these editions. And like I said, there's a lot more coming in the recarding, and what can I say? They just look absolutely fantastic. A couple other guys on the forerunnings. There's like 87 Cobra Commander. I got a couple of those. I got a couple of Storm Shadows. I got a couple, of things coming. So stay tuned, folks, for all of that. We have fun doing them. I think they look amazing when they're done. So, like I said, stay tuned. Check that out. And there we are, the preview of what's coming next in it. The General is out.